The last segment of the day, the amazing RAV4. This is an on-demand four-wheel drive system. Very similar to the Venza and the Sienna. If this wheel and this wheel, this wheel and this wheel are all turning at the same rate, then this vehicle wants to be 100% front wheel drive. It has two modes, auto mode and lock mode. So anytime the vehicle's going straight, we're going to get front wheel drive. If this wheel speeds up and this wheel slows down, obviously this vehicle is attempting to make a right-hand turn. Again, the same as we did earlier. If that's a little faster and that's a little slower, then the turn is even sharper. The RAV4 can measure the angle of the turn and start adding power through the front differential, through the EC, adding power, in this example, a little bit more power to the outside wheel because it's turning at the widest arc. So anytime there's a turn, we're going to call this variable drive. If a wheel slips under power, so the front wheels slip under power, immediately it's going to be all-wheel drive. 55% of the power to the front axle and 45% of the power to the rear axle. That information alone in a small SUV should be enough for anybody to want to purchase this vehicle. But wait, there's more. There's the lock system. If the vehicle gets stuck, or if you need to do some light off-road work with the vehicle, the first thing that happens is look at a parameter. The lock mode only works below 25 miles per hour. And this is extremely important. It simulates, so I'm going to write sim, it simulates a locked center differential. There's not a locked center differential, but as we said earlier in some of the other programs, what we've said is that anything that can be done mechanically in the past can now be simulated electronically. So it simulates a locked center differential. So that means immediately under this, 55% of the power is in the front and 45% of the power is in the back, and the technology is off. Sometimes when you get a vehicle stuck, you need a little wheel spin. By turning the traction control off, it allows you to get some wheel spin so you can rock the vehicle back and forth and get the vehicle unstuck. If you had somebody that you bought this for that was going to college, one of your kids, and they started driving, if they went over 25 miles per hour, just forgot to turn the system off, the lock system, the technology was off, they didn't have vehicle stability control, then as soon as they went over 25 miles an hour, watch what happens. Auto mode kicks on and all the technology comes on. 55% to the front wheels and 45% to the rear wheels. As we've described the situation, you're in a parking lot, you have to rock the vehicle to get out of the parking space. Maybe the snow plow has built a berm behind the vehicle. You're getting wheel spin and then the throttle kill happens on traction control and you can't get out. Lock the system and now you can rock the vehicle and get out. Now you're driving 8 miles an hour through the parking lot, the rear end of the vehicle starts to come out, technology's off. As soon as you go to the brake hard, so I'm going to write hard brake, it immediately goes back and turns all the technology back on. This vehicle actually makes somebody a better driver. Dollar for dollar, pound for pound, we don't have a better vehicle than the Toyota RAV4. The more your customer understands about this, the more value you build in your presentation. The amazing Toyota RAV4.